What's going on, guys? It is Mason of Delphina here today, and you know, E3 2017 is very, very close, and I'm super excited to see what all Nintendo has in store for us. You've heard me talk about our Dream E3 with C&D, and Nathaniel Bandy talking about Smash Bros, and all kinds of other stuff. But today, me and my friend Sam are going to be talking about Nintendo Switch Virtual Console. So before we get started, Sam, why don't you go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself?
Hey everybody, my name is Sam. I run the YouTube channel Plainsville, where I make like animations and game review stuff. So yeah.
Alright guys, if you want to go see a lot of his stuff, he makes really good content. Link down below in the description. He's been my buddy for a few years now, maybe like 4 or 5 years. I don't know, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So definitely a pretty good buddy of mine. Been on my channel a few times. Anyway, my point is, link down below in the description. So Sam, how's life been?
Yeah, pretty alright. I'm really excited for E3, like uncontrollably.
Dude, I know it's like it's less than a week away. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like it's blowing my mind. And I mean, just think though, we've seen all kinds of stuff leading up into the Switch's life. We've seen Odyssey that's gonna get talked about, that was already confirmed. Xenoblade 2, Splatoon 2, all kinds of things are just releasing very rapidly because time is just a flying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm so excited to see what all they have in store. But do you think, by chance, they will talk about Virtual Console for the Nintendo Switch?
I think it's a weird one because, I mean, I'm not sure if E3 is the right spot to show Virtual Console, but at the same time, I think it's like a perfect opportunity to do it. Because, like, the Virtual Console, like, Nintendo's backlog is one of those things where, like, every single person can identify something from it. Like, if someone, or like, on the bus or whatever is playing Mario 64 or the classic Mario Brothers or whatever, someone's gonna point at it and go, wait, I remember what that is. So I think, like, it kind of is a big announcement, which I think a lot of people are forgetting. So I think it could be at E3, yeah.
Right. I just think it's weird. It's like 3 months in now of its lifespan of the Switches, and we haven't seen anything, hardly heard anything about it. No sign of Virtual Console, like, virtually at all, you know. And the Nintendo Switch, it's got to have it. Every system before it has, practically. We've had the 3DS that even has it, the Wii, you know, Wii U. All those systems have it. But this is a new generation. Obviously, it's expected that we would get it. And Nintendo's confirmed that it's on the way. But, you know, they're just going about it in such a strange way.
Yeah, my biggest problem, like, with all of it is that I'm really worried they're going to be doing the little thing where they sprinkle, like, little games to us, like, over the weeks, like SNES and SNES, like they did with the Wii U. Because it took us, what, nearly a year to get N64 games, right? It took a very long time, so I'm also especially worried that they're going to do that again. Because we know that NES and SNES is on the way with the online stuff, but we don't know about anything else so far.
Right. And just think though, what if there is other things? You know, is there any specific like system per se that you're wanting on the Switch to have Virtual Console for?
I think every single person has the same answer.
Hold on, wait. Let's say this on the same time because I think we're thinking the same thing. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, on go. Like 3, 2, 1, blank. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. GameCube.
Yeah.
Yes, my boy.
Yeah,
okay.
of course.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you know that's insane because obviously everybody's been begging for that. Okay. GameCube is like one of my favorite systems, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people love it just as much because it had an epic library. Let's be real. It had one of the best. I feel.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And I mean, not just GameCube though. I mean, I feel like the Switch, it's not necessarily underpowered. It's just different than what modern people are used to, I think. So it's almost like, what if the Switch was able to have, and hear me out on this, because I feel like this is kind of an interesting topic. If it had every single system except for the 3DS on Virtual Console. I'm except for Wii U also, but except for Wii U and 3DS. You know, does that sound ridiculous at all to you? At all? Just kind of first glance kind of thing?
Well, I mean, I wrote down a list of the consoles and stuff I think that should be on the Switch. I personally think we're going to get NES, SNES, N64, and GameCube, and Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. I don't think we're seeing the DS line, and I don't think we're seeing the Wii line. I don't think that's... Okay. I mean, maybe I don't think the Wii line, nah. I think it's too different.
Here's why I said the Wii line, because I know it's like... That's still kind of new compared to like the DS and like the N64 days or whatever, the Game Boy era. But it's just like the Switch has the IR sensor on one of the Joy-Cons. You know, they haven't used much of that. I think it was World of Goo or something. The developers were able to implement that as a Wii Remote sensor kind of thing on the game. And it's just crazy because I feel like there's a lot of use there they're not using. You know, they could do so much with that. And in a way, it's like just a higher tech Wii Remote. You get it?
Yeah, the only reason I don't think that it's totally like easy to do is that it's extremely different hardware. It's like not the same type of system at all.
mean,
so
yeah, in a way I can see what you're saying, but even like I don't know how you'd play it in handheld mode. You know what I mean? You'd have to have Joy-Cons off. I guess that makes sense. But it's just like I feel like Nintendo's been doing so great with this. They're almost like putting their entire heart and soul into the Switch, you know?
Yeah.
Because Breath of the Wild was incredible. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has an epic battle mode, and Odyssey's looking fresh, you know. And they're just it looks like they're finally trying to get back to their roots.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to chuck as much as they can at the Switch while they can, because it's an amazing success so far. So why not?
Yeah, I mean everything is just booming with sales, you know. ARMS is coming out soon, and like just in general, like there's Mario Kart 8 that did so well, fastest selling Mario Kart. Zelda has an attachment rate of 100 and something %. You know, it's insane how well it's doing. Granted, it was on the Wii U as well, but that's not my point. You get it. But it's stop laughing at me. No, it's just like I can really see them trying to go the extra mile this time around, because that's something they definitely did not do with the Wii U, because they didn't see a chance for success there. You know.
I totally think they could do it with
and
games.
I feel like this is.
Oh, go on. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think they could put like Wii games on the Virtual Console if they were to do it that didn't take advantage of the pointer technology. So I think maybe they could do like Mario Galaxy without the star bits collecting, but like maybe Mario Kart Wii because of motion. But I don't think we'll get a game like Skyward Sword or anything with the pointer tech, because it's completely different as far as I'm aware from what I've read on the Switch Reddit and stuff.
I don't know, I feel like it's possible. I don't know, maybe that's just me though. It probably is.
I mean, they could probably get it done.
I don't know,
it's if they tried.
Yeah, if they actually went the extra step to try to make that a thing, I feel like it's possible. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it, you know. I've kind of learned that lately. I'm trying to get a little philosophical here, but no, I don't know, it's just like I want them to succeed, and I feel like that would be a good way to do so. Granted, they don't have like what is it, like a motion thing like the Wii. What's the motion thing called? The sensor bar. That was it. Okay. That's what I was trying to think of. They don't have a sensor bar for the Switch, but I feel like if they made one for the USB plug-in almost, you know, plug it into your USB and use it there. Does that make sense, kind of?
Yeah.
I just feel like there's some way they can make it happen. And I would love it, you know? I feel like it's possible. I feel like anything's possible, but, you know, that's just me. And I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but you get my point.
Yeah, actually, on the topic of, like, input methods and stuff, I was wondering, what do you think the input methods will be for the Virtual Console in general? Do you think we'll be able to get, like, sideward Joy-Cons and Switch Pro Controller support, or do you think it will just be, like, the Joy-Con grip is the standard way to play most games? Because I think it would be really cool if you could, you know, do the portable Switch thing with games like Mario Kart 64 as well, where you share a Joy-Con
definitely,
each.
like...
Yeah.
Like... For multiplayer games especially, having the two Joy-Cons is a huge plus. You know, you can take it right off the dock and play it there.
Yeah.
But for games like Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D, you could use, I feel like that would be a game you could use either handheld mode or take off a Joy-Con and use it like that. You know? Or, you know, I don't know. That's a good question, because it's not something people think about often, you know? Unless you're the developer, of course. You know, you gotta think about how are people gonna play the game.
Yeah.
And as consumers, most people just kind of, oh, give me the game. You know, it's simple as that. So in that way, I feel like it could be possible to have as many motion control kind of things as you can. And kind of like, you know, how they had like the Wii remotes for Donkey Kong Bongo, whatever it was on the Wii from GameCube, like Donkey Kong or something like that. They could do a similar situation with this, you know. Use different controllers for the system that didn't have it, in a way.
Sure, okay, yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I mean, we'll see what happens when the time comes around. But, okay, so before we started this video, Sam and I actually made a list of 5 games we would love to see on Virtual Console for the Nintendo Switch. So, Sam, go ahead and just tell me about your little list here.
Okay, do you want me to go through all 5, or do you want me to do it one at a time with you as well? Or?
Yeah, let's do that, because I feel like we probably have some doubles here.
Okay, so my number 5 is Super Mario Sunshine on the GameCube.
Alright, yeah, see mine too. No, I mean, I just feel like GameCube, I feel like it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it has to. It has to happen.
It literally has to. It's like old now. Like on the Wii U, whatever, it was like 8 or 9 years old, whatever. But it's like 15 years old now. It's gotta happen. It's considered retro, guys. That's a thing now. So, I mean, I feel like that it's gotta happen. Either that or a remake. I'm cool with either. But
yeah, I agree. Oh, I mean, Mario Sunshine is such a good game, and I would love to play this portably. I think the triggers is like a bit of a problem though, right? Like that's a bit of an issue.
right, maybe. I mean, unless they made GameCube themed Joy-Cons.
I mean, with Mario Sunshine though, isn't it just like 2 pressure sensors? So it was either light or heavy. So they could just make it so it's mapped to each of the. It could just be like the trigger and then the bumper, and they could just get around it that
R
way.
and L, R and LR, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. But no, for me, I have like Super Mario 64. You know, that's obviously a given. It's been on Virtual Console a lot lately. We've seen it on the Wii, on the Wii U. You know, that was it. But it's always one of those games that rolls around. Everybody wants to play it for the umpteenth time, you know.
Yeah, it's one of the best games of all time. You have to have it.
Oh, definitely. I agree. And for Smash Bros, I feel like Melee could make an appearance. Maybe. I don't know.
I put that as well. I think, especially since apparently they're putting online multiplayer in some of their Virtual Console games, I think Melee would sell Switches if people could play online multiplayer with Melee.
Just think of the competitive aspect of it, too. The people that play Melee competitively, if they could play that online, people would jump on that. You know?
Oh, I mean, think about, like, online tournaments with Mario Kart Double Dash as well. Like, that's another example. Like, look at the LAN, look at, like, or they could just literally transfer the LAN on, like, the LAN system stuff to just online multiplayer component instead. I think it could be.
Or they could just make Double Dash Remake on Switch. That works too.
That works too.
Nintendo. Yeah. No, I don't know. And then we talked about Skyward Sword earlier. I actually did have that one on my list too.
Oh, okay.
Just because, you know, I mean, the motion sensor kind of thing, that would be something that they'd have to work around. But like I said, I feel like it could be done somewhere.
I think HD Remake. I think that's a remake game.
See, that's a good point too, because then you could actually use Switch controls versus trying to work it around to work with the Wii controls in a way. So yeah, that's true. And then another one, Mario Super Sluggers, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean, I never played them, so I would love to try that.
Oh, it's so good, man. It is so good. I mean, it's like baseball, you know. Just use it as kind of like think of 1-2 switch. It's a lot more fun than that, though. You know?
I have the Wii one. I just actually haven't played it. Like I own it. I just haven't played it. So I should
you need to play. The story mode is amazing, man.
I'll get around to it then.
Yeah, but like, I mean, use the Joy-Con as a bat. You know, it's as simple as that. Whoa, that rhymed. Okay.
Wow.
Anyway, Anyway, I mean, is there anything else on your list?
Yeah, I had 2 more.
Okay,
I put Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
Okay.
Because I hear that game gets a lot of praise, and also because I just really want to play it. I've heard it's amazing, and I think its graphics also look really nice on the Switch screen. And I also did Paper Mario Thousand Year Door for the GameCube, which I think is another one that just a lot of people want.
Right. I mean, it is what it is. I feel like they're gonna do what they want in the end anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really excited to see what happens either way, though. So, I mean, is there anything else we should cover about Virtual Console and stuff before we head out?
I'm not really sure. I mean, yeah, I think we've kind of summed up what we want and what games we want.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right. All right. Well, I guess it's up to Nintendo at E3 2017 or wherever they release it. This is just speculation.
Actually,
Go
I have one thing. Mother 3.
Tell me, nerd.
Mother 3.
Okay. Never. But okay. I don't know.
You don't think it's happening?
No, I don't.
I think it. The only reason I think it is because Reggie said earlier this year, like, oh yeah, well I'm always talking about like, because didn't he mention it with like GameCube Virtual Console? He said like he's always hearing these things. Check back with him in a year and see what's happened. Wasn't that like what he's? I'm not sure if that was Mother 3. It might have just been GameCube, but I think it was.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I feel like he said in regards to the Switch and Metroid or something. He said, look back in a year from now and see how far we've come, or something like that. You know, he kind of hinted at that.
He definitely said, yeah. I don't know.
Unless he's just trolling, I don't know. That's the Reginator. I mean, we'll find out and see.
Nintendo know about it though, because they even did in that skit where Reggie's like, sets the guy on fire after it says, "Give us Mother 3." So they know people want it. So
right.
I feel like it might.
I mean, they obviously know about the fans that want it. They know it's gotta be. They know that people want to localize. You know. But it is what it is. Like I said, Nintendo's gonna do what they want, and I guess we'll figure out from E3 and beyond how that goes down. So I guess that wraps it up, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you, Sam, for joining.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you guys wanted to go check out our channel, like I said, definitely do that. He's a great friend of mine. Let us know down below in the comments what kind of Switch games you want to see for Virtual Console, for the Wii, like DS, whatever the heck it is, I don't know. So thank you guys so much for watching. We will talk to you next time.